Welcome. The 100 Best Companies Gala has always been a bout of excitement in my household, like I'm sure it has been for many of you. It's a glitzy night in the city requiring lengthy mother-daughter bonding, also known as dress shopping. What could be more exciting to a young teenage girl? And I was a young teenage girl the first dinner I attended in 2006. My mom, Carol Evans, asked me, or possibly bribed me, to introduce her in front of a few people. Turns out it was more like a few thousand people. Her advice was to tell a story. Nobody wants to hear facts. I could tell you that she sold the most advertising for a working mother long before her acquisition of the company back in 1978. That's like in my history books, I'm pretty sure. Oh, oops. I could mention that her creation for the launch of the 100 Best Companies for Working Mothers in 1986, a year before my brother was born, or how she saved the magazine when it went up for sale right before 9/11 in 2001. However, I'm sure you're more interested in her ability to do a handstand and the fact that she once kissed David Hasselhoff in her High School Musical. Sorry, Dad. Taking her advice, my very first speech poked fun at her for knowing the lyrics to a rather vulgar one-hit wonder by the rapper Ludacris. I won't get into that, I already told her 6 years ago, but constant public singing is one of my mom's favorite pastimes. It used to be one of her more embarrassing traits to me as well, but I grew to appreciate her endless excitement for life. And now, only 5 years later, my friends are rolling their eyes at me for singing loud in public. I can't fathom how many eye rolls you mothers must endure. Another year, I told the bonding story of getting a tattoo together. We both got a small dove when I turned 18. Mine is on my wrist and hers on her back. That night was fun because all night long, men and women of the 100 Best exchanged various tattoo stories with my mom and I. And let me tell you, far more people in this room right now are hiding tattoos tonight than you might think. Just look around. I guarantee, like 60% of you, 70 maybe. The 100 Best Companies has gotten to know my family over the years, and we've gotten to know them. It's exciting to see new companies join the family and to see my mom and all the working mothers welcoming them in. This year, I got another tattoo. It wasn't with my mom, but it was for her. It's of a chick, a little bird chick. As a child, my mom would send faxes from all over the country wherever she was traveling on her business trips. And each one was signed with a little chick. I don't really know how it started, but I remember being very young, and it kind of became her signature between the two of us, popping up at the end of every birthday card and little notes that she would write me. For me, the chick is my mom in a nutshell. It doesn't look like her, but it resembles her. She's a CEO. She's a powerful working woman. She's doing more in her career than I could possibly have the time to tell you about. Someday I'll have to write a book about her. Oh, wait a second. She's already done that. You can buy it on Amazon. Despite whatever hat she's wearing on whichever day, her true self is always, always there, which I'm sure many of you know, with her loud, funny, quirky, beautiful self. When I interned at her office, I could hear her roaring laugh from down the hall, around the corner, and around another few corners. And after work, when she's spending time with me, you can hear that laugh equally as loud from throughout the neighborhood. She's never afraid to be herself, whether she's the only woman in the room full of gray suits or giving a speech at my college. She's always the same funny woman. And, mom will always be mom and singing in public and all. And that's kind of what the chick resembled to me. So this year, she is leading her company in China, where my brother, my dad, and I will accompany her to the Global Advancement of Women Conference in Shanghai. Now that's what I would call work-life balance. My best friend, Jason, put it perfectly. Julia's mom's the shit. She does, like, everything. From tagging along in spin class, or sweating along with me in spin class, on Saturday mornings, to traveling worldwide 17 hours, not really looking forward to that, on behalf of working women, my mom constantly makes me proud. Everyone in this room makes my mom proud. She is so proud of the strides companies are taking for families. Tonight, I know she is honored to honor all of you, and I'm honored to introduce her. Carol Evans.